I'm about to lose my goddamn mind right now. What the fuck did I just watch? Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy. It's no joke, 4 o'clock in the morning. Here, I will show you proof. Here. You wanna see this? Look. Look at that. Right there. 4 in the morning. It's 4 in the morning as I'm making this goddamn video because I just had to talk about this bullshit. I had to talk about this nonsense. I have to talk about this thing that is literally spitting in the very name of something that I've held dear for years, something that I've loved, and they are ruining it with each new season. So my good friend Lainey tagged me in an Instagram post for the trailer for the third season of 13 Reasons Why. Now, I'm sure many of you are well aware that I am a huge fan of 13 Reasons Why, the original book. I've loved that book. I read it when I was in high school. I love the message behind it. I like the storytelling. I found it intriguing. I really sympathized with Clay as a character. I sympathized with Hannah. I was really invested in what was happening in the book. But when I watched the series, the first season I found really lackluster. I was really upset because as much as I understand when you have a TV show, when you adapt a book into a series, you need to add a couple things and you need to stretch it out so it could fit the length of a TV show. And there were some changes that I loved. I liked that they developed all the other characters that were mentioned in the book because we never got to see their perspectives. We never really got a sense of what type of characters, what type of people they were, only from the perspective of Hannah, which was of course skewed. And I thought the angle of showing that, Hannah was kind of biased. Some of the things that Hannah was saying about some people were not true. I thought that was actually an interesting angle because there is always two sides to the same story. And hearing the other character's perspective on things was an interesting angle to take. So I appreciated that. But I also felt that the show overstayed its welcome, went over its boundaries, and lost the meaning of what the show was about. It lost its meaning. The second season was an absolute mess. They lost the plot. They lost the message of 13 Reasons Why, and they turned it into this court drama, high school melodrama bullshit, adding in nonsensical things that do not make sense to any of these characters. Like, I thought it was the weirdest one is where the Asian guy was actually in a relationship with Hannah Baker. Where the fuck did that come from? That was never mentioned in the first season. What? Now all of a sudden you're gonna spring that on us? Wow, amazing. Where did that come from? And now here's the trailer for the third season. This trailer is awful. Outside of the camera work and the editing, which looked really good, the overall premise of this third season is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Not only to the series, but to Hannah Baker as a character. How in the fuck are you going to make Bryce Walker the central figure of your story? He is the very rapist that caused Hannah Baker to want to commit suicide. The whole premise, or at least what it seems like the focus point of season 3 is figuring out which one of the kids that had a connection with Hannah Baker killed Bryce Walker. Listen, you once again missed the point of what 13 Reasons Why was. God, my voice cracked there. That you could tell I'm so upset when my voice cracks. You've missed the point. You've missed the point. You turned 13 Reasons Why, a simple story about a boy's journey through another person's life and learning the lesson that sometimes you never know what someone is going through, so do your best to try to be there for your friends. You turned that into a fucking murder mystery? Are you for real? Are you serious? What the fuck is wrong with you? And like I said, this is so disrespectful to Hannah Baker. You're gonna make her rapist the vocal point of your next season. What the fuck happened about the school shooting or the potential school shooting? We're just gonna ignore that? We're gonna sweep that under the rug? We're gonna pretend like it didn't happen? Are you for real? You know what I think? I think the third season was going to be about the school shooting and how it changed everybody's life. And Bryce Walker would have been one of the people killed in the school shooting. Like, I think that was the angle that they were going to go for, but because of all of the school shootings that have been happening for the last 3 years, they thought maybe that's not in good taste. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Let's not have him shoot up the school dance. That's not appropriate. Let's just have fucking Clay Jensen walk outside, be like, no man, don't do it. If he already had the mindset to do the school shooting, he would have shot Clay. Let's be honest. He would have shot Clay. He would have never gave Clay the time of day. Not to mention, Clay was the very person that shamed him in front of the entire school. Did we forget what Clay did? Did he forget what Clay did to him? He took a picture of him naked and shared it. Shared it with everybody in school. And remember I told you that season 1 was underwhelming for me and I didn't like it. One of the things I did not like about the first season was that very thing, is that I felt as though Clay as a character did not really take in the lesson that Hannah Baker was trying to either teach him or at least kind of gauge what Hannah was trying to say to everybody. That whole thing of him taking a picture of that kid and sharing it with everybody, that's the very thing that caused Hannah Baker to want to commit suicide. That was one of the things. Rumors being spread about her, things being said about her, images being shared of her in it. And when I saw that scene, I'm like, wow, really? We're going to do that? Jesus, Clay. Did you learn nothing from these tapes? Have you learned nothing? Absolutely ridiculous. But back to the point. Back to the third season. This third season trailer. We have now went from simple high school drama story to murder mystery. What? Where are you going? You have gone completely off the rails. 13 Reasons Why. See, this is what happens when you try to expand a concept that didn't need to be expanded in the first place. Why did you make 13 Reasons Why a series, goddammit? You should have just made it a movie. It would have been better. But no, because it's a series and we want to keep it going, we need to extend the story past its original mark and try to throw in whatever we can. Let's just throw it all in. But the thing is, your writers are shit. They can't expand the story without making it some melodrama high school bullshit. And now apparently they can't seem to expand it any further than to make it a murder mystery, to defeat the entire purpose of what 13 Reasons Why is about. What, we need 13 reasons why someone killed Bryce Walker? We don't need 13 reasons why. We have one reason. He's a fucking asshole. What else reason do you need? What was he going to? Well, I think they kind of set up the fact that he had a lot of dirt on a lot of people, I guess. So, well, he had all this dirt on me, so I had to kill him. You know what I think? Here's how the show is going to end. Here's how the third season, I will tell you how the third season will end so you don't have to watch it. This is how the third season is going to end. It's going to end Agatha Christie style, where we find out that each of them were involved in the murder some way, shape, or form. The detective's going to find this out, and he's going to be like, he's a douchebag anyway. Your kids are free to go. I bet you $5. I bet you $5 million. That's how it's going to end. They were all accomplices in the murder of Bryce Walker. And the detective's going to find out, and he's going to be like, well, you know, what they did was wrong, but they did it because they were passionate about it. And what is even the point of killing Bryce? I think a better judgment for him, I think a better punishment for him is to make him have to live with the fact that he did all these things to Hannah Baker and to shame him. You need to shame him. When you kill him, now he can no longer suffer punishment. You took that away. And if you all killed him for the sake of we did this for Hannah, you're all idiots. Yeah, that third season trailer sucked. I hated it. This show has lost all integrity to me. It's lost all of its meaning. It is no longer the show it was meant to be. Its focus has become so skewed that the message is completely lost. You have lost the point. You've lost the message. The whole reason 13 Reasons Why as a book existed, as a concept existed, wasn't to vilify Hannah. It wasn't to vilify the people. It was to teach the lesson that you never know what a person is going through. You need to be there for them. That's the point. But none of the seasons outside of the first season near the end, even though they really dropped the ball on that whole Sky subplot, because if Sky and Clay had a stronger relationship, I would have bought that ending in the first season. I would have bought their relationship in the second season, but they dropped the ball. She shows up now and again just to give Clay some type of talk, and then Clay has to, say something asshole-ish, and then he comes to the realization, like, all of a sudden he likes Sky. He never liked Sky in the book. And in the series, it never felt like he had any romantic feelings towards Sky. If anything, it would have been smarter just to keep them as friends. Maybe say, hey, what are you going through? That is the lesson. If he at least did that, I would have gave the first season a pass. Even though it dropped the ball in many other areas. But I would have gave the first season a pass. But it didn't. It forced this romance on us. It forced them to get into a relationship that really wasn't going to work. And it was clearly shown in the second season. And I wouldn't be this angry. I wouldn't be acting like this, guys. I would not be up at 4 a.m. yelling into a camera if I wasn't passionate about 13 Reasons Why, which I am. I am a diehard fan of that book. And each new season feels like they're just stabbing me in the heart constantly. Because I love the book. I love the concept. 13 Reasons Why was the first ever book that made me want to write a screenplay for it. And I did. I always wanted to bring that story to the silver screen. Now, maybe you can say that I'm jealous. You can say that I'm angry because I didn't get a chance to bring 13 Reasons Why to the big screen or to tell its story first. But really, that's not the case. My problem is that they did a shit job bringing the story to the mainstream. They dropped the ball immensely. And this third season is just proof positive that they should never have made this into a series. You should have stopped at season 1 and called it a day because you've lost it. You've completely lost it. And, I'm going to probably have to watch the third season because it's something that my friend Lainey and I do. It's our bonding thing. But that don't mean I have to like it. God damn it. Oh. I'm done. I don't want to talk about this series anymore. I think I'm completely done with it after season 3. If I wasn't already done with it. Sorry for the yelling, for the ranting. I just had to let it all out. This is just bullshit. This is so stupid. Any teenagers watching this show, stop watching it now. Stop watching it now. It's not helpful. It's not good. There are other shows. There are other movies that tell teen stories better. Go watch Riverdale. Shit. Riverdale is way more entertaining than goddamn 13 Reasons Why. Okay, go watch Riverdale. Go watch Perks of Being a Wallflower. That tells the story of 13 Reasons Why a little better than 13 Reasons Why, interestingly enough. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the coming videos. I got some videos coming my way. But if you'd like to see more videos on this channel, be a part of the Black Critic Group, please hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. I'm Tony Watt II, the angry fan known as the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube. Fucking piece of shit.